Hey everyone, and welcome to video number 3. In today's video, we're going to show you how to add and edit a call to action pop-up window, how to link your email address, and then I'll show you some of the options that the pop-up window has to offer. So let's get started. If you run your mouse to the top left here under Pages and then Home, when that drops down all the way to the right-hand side, click on Add a Pop-up. Now, when this loads up, it's going to ask us to apply a website style. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to go ahead and choose Yes, Please. Now, some of you may be asking, why should I have a call to action pop-up window? I think it's an important feature for any website, whether you're going to be offering discounts on upcoming products, getting people to subscribe to your newsletter, or gathering email addresses for an upcoming product launch. Either way, what it does for you is it creates customer interaction and it allows them to connect with your business as soon as they get to your website. So let's go over some of the options. These are our pop-up options here. As you can see, we've got a timer. It's pretty straightforward. It's going to pop up after 5 seconds. That can be adjusted. On scroll, that means at a certain point when they're scrolling down the page, that window is going to pop up. And then on exit, that means when they leave the page, right before that page closes, it's going to pop up with that window. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to do on a timer. If you wanted to adjust the location of your pop-up window, you've got an option for bottom right, which, as you can see here, pops it over to the right-hand side there. And then we've got an option for full screen, but for the purpose of this video, let's go ahead and just do centered. All right, so we're done there. We're going to click Update. Now, this gives us the settings here for the pop-up window here. So if we want to add an element, we can go over here, or if we want to go to the pop-up settings button, we can click here. We're going to start over here at this section settings. So as you can see here, we've got an option for title, subtitle, body, and icon. Look what I do when I click subtitle. There we go. And then this would be like your logo. Click on icon, and there you go. Pretty straightforward as far as editing the pop-up window, as far as having a title, a body, an icon. If you wanted to margin it off to the left, you can, or to the right. Pretty straightforward there. More settings that we have is the layout. There we are. Same thing, if we wanted to scoot that over to the left, we can, to the right. For the purpose of this video, and what most people go with is just leaving it right smack in the middle. The background is something that I'll go over in upcoming videos, but from here, this is where you can upload an image, upload a media image as well, as far as like maybe having like a GIF in the background. If we go over to effects, these are effects when the pop-up window pulls up. So let's go to grow. Let's see what happens. There we are. Let's go to the left, bottom. So as you see here, there's different options to, I should say, effects that this pop-up window has to offer. Under Pro here, again, I normally leave this alone. If you wanted to mess with the width and the padding, you can. But from here, that is about it when it comes to the section settings. I'm sure you have a question as far as adding a new form here. Let's go ahead and do that first. So this button here is your elements button. So these are all the different elements that you can add to this pop-up window. So when you click here, we've got video, add a button, show a map, and then add field. Add field, as you can see here, that will add a new field right here in the form. Now let's say we wanted to edit that to, let's say, a phone number. All you have to do is click inside the field, click on edit, type in phone, and click save. There we are. Pretty cool stuff here. All right, so what we can do next is link your email address. So when someone clicks on get code, what you can do is have this submit to your email address, which let's go ahead and click here and right there. So that's just my personal email address. but obviously you can type in your business email address there, so that way when someone does fill out this form for, let's say, 25% off, you get notified, so that way you can then send them the 25% coupon. From here, you have a couple different options, as well as if you wanted to have that button take you to a new page, have it take you to a page outside of your website, or even scroll to a certain section on your website. So there's a couple different options for that. Let's see, what else do we have? We click in here, field style. So what this means right now is black and white shading. So as we see here, as I hover over, it gets gray. But let's say if I change this to, let's see, let me choose blue. Okay. Now it's going to hover over, and now we've got a blue shaded. So I think it's pretty cool, the different options that you have to offer here. Let's go ahead and exit out there. And that's about it when it comes to the pop-up window. It gives you a couple different options here to edit text and things like that. So just play around with it. Best advice I have is to just keep clicking around with everything, and keep finding out more. In our next video, what we're going to go over more in depth is those website settings over here, the section settings, and adding the elements.